Hey guys, I hope your Christmas is going really well so far. I have another Ted Greene Christmas arrangement for you here, Hark the Herald Angels Sing, originally by Felix Mendelssohn. This is a beautiful take on that classic Christmas tune. We're in the key of E, and a lot of this is 1-4-5, funnily enough. Sounds like a lot more. This is going to be a fairly quick lesson, just a bit of a Christmas bonus. And I'm going to be kind of analysing this as we go, so it might be interesting to see some of the thought process behind the naming of these chords or how we're trying to understand them harmonically. Okay, so we're starting with a C-shaped E major chord, and then we go to the 5, the B7. We play this stretchy B7 with a sus4 before unsussing it. This is a good little shape. We can see that as kind of a G-shaped B chord, where we can bring in the sus4 on the B string, or the flat 7 on the D string. Really nice way of playing a B7. Then we're going back to this E chord with the C shape, bringing in the top 3 strings this time as well, and then going to our B7 again. So this is like a B major with a 6 added, or the 13 if we're thinking B dominant 7. Then as everything continues to ring, we bring in the flat 7 and the 5th on the D and B strings, 7th fret. Then we have a really nice bit of harmonic movement. I'm seeing this as kind of a E major with a 3rd in the bass, and then a B major. So we're going from the 1 to the 5, and then to the 4, the A, where we play this group of notes in particular, the root, the 5th, the 3rd, and the add 9. Fiddly little thing to get the right hand to grab accurately. And then we're bringing that little finger back to the D string to finish off a basic A major bar chord essentially, before going back to E, but with the 5th in the bass, and then the B7 in that same position. And then down to the E with the C shape again, and then a bit of alternating bass, before back to our triad, again part of that E major with a C shape, and then the B7 sus4 again, and then we have a lovely descending run on this C sharp minor. What's happening there? You've got C sharp minor, I guess this would be like a C sharp minor 7, or a C sharp minor over B, and then F sharp 7, kind of like a F sharp dominant 9th perhaps with the 3rd in the bass, F sharp 7. Now we have G sharp minor 7, and then we play this little 3-note voicing. I guess we could see this as a F sharp 7 in first inversion, which would make it the 5 of the next chord, the B7 or the B. So yeah, that makes sense, doesn't it? And then we play this G sharp minor again, before going on to E major 7, F sharp major to the B major. So again, that's like a 1, a 5 of 5, and then the 5. Then we play these delicate little octaves, these B notes, at the 7th fret of the top E and the 9th fret of the D string. And then we move on to the 11th fret of the A and the 9th fret of the G. And then we play a B7 in first inversion. This is one of my favourite voicings for a dominant 7th. And then we play the E, so that's like a 5, and then the 1, and then we're still on E, but we put the 5th in the bass, and then back to the B7. And then we play another little melody with the B on top, but this time instead of octaves, we're playing a little bit of counterpoint harmony that would be like a B7 to an E. So that's the 5 to the 1, and then down to the E again with a portion of that G shape from the cage system. And then what are we playing? We play this A major to the E with the 5th in the bass, and then an implied B7. And then we have one of these beautiful moments of Ted Greene genius, a very Bach-like kind of rundown. So let's see what's happening there. It's kind of F sharp minor in nature, I guess. There's a lot of different ways you can interpret that. F sharp minor, B6, B9, C sharp 7 to the F sharp minor again. So that would be like, again, a 5 of the F sharp being the 2 chord in our key. So we could call that C sharp 7 the 5 of 2. And then we play this B major before going to a kind of a B dominant 13 chord, back to an E, C sharp minor. So that's kind of just like a 5 to the 1, and then the 6, the relative minor, and then we're playing 2, 5, 1, F sharp minor 7, B7, E. Then we're back to that beautiful little trickle down again, which again you could just really be thinking of as like 2/5 stuff. So like F sharp minor to B7, with the exception being the 5 of the F sharp minor, B major, B7, E major, C sharp minor, 2, 5, 1. Pretty gorgeous, isn't it? Like anything Ted Greene got his hands on. Amazing work. A lot of very simple ideas when you really think about it as well. Lots of triad-based stuff and just basic majors and minors. Not everything has all these crazy upper extensions. So I hope your Christmases go really well. And I look forward to catching up with you guys again in the new year when we get back to some of our sort of regular scheduled lessons, some lead studies, some chord melodies, and a bit of theory stuff. And don't forget that all of my lesson materials are available over on the Patreon, so do go check that out if you get a chance. Right, cheers guys.